Hey everybody, today we have a wonderful and special guest, a long-time viewer of ours and a member of our community. Jaden is here to share his advice on getting SSI and disability. This is something that a lot of you have asked about, and I know a lot of you have worked on applying, and Jaden is going to share a lot of his tips and tricks and things that have helped him get the help he needed while he works on his recovery.
Hey guys, my name is Jaden Scattino. I also make videos on YouTube. I vlog and make rants and do random stuff on my channel. None of it's like really funny, but it's my opinions and my personal struggles. Anyway, here goes.
Now for those of you who don't know what SSI is, SSI, and I'm looking at my notes because it's actually a lot. It is Supplemental Security Income, and it's a government program in the US. I don't know if there are others in other countries. If you know that, could you let us know in the comments? But it provides stipends to low-income people who are either over 65, blind, or disabled. And it is funded through the US Treasury General Fund, not actual Social Security, as a lot of people think. So it's something that you can apply for if you are struggling with a disability and you need some extra financial help. My first question, Jaden, is when did you know that you needed to get on SSI or disability? Did anybody tell you? Did anybody help you?
Okay, I knew I needed to get on disability when I couldn't handle working anymore on top of my symptoms. I have bipolar, and stress can exacerbate my symptoms a lot. And I was going into the hospital a lot, and so I made the jump to get on disability. No one told me to get on it. That was my own decision. But I was helped with the application process and how it works, which I'll explain further. Blah, blah. It wasn't an easy decision to make either because I loved work.
And Jaden, how long did that process take from when you started applying and putting in the paperwork? How long until you maybe got your first check?
It can vary from person to person. For me, it took a couple of years, but what happens is you'll get turned down for the first application, and then the second appeal, or the appeal after that, usually people get accepted. I highly recommend getting a lawyer. There are lawyers that will help you for free until you win your case, and then they'll take a percentage out of your back pay. Because when you win your Social Security disability, you will get back paid from when you first applied, which is nice. And if you win, the lawyer will take fees out of your back pay, as will Department of Social Services if you're getting help from them, and all that good stuff. But you still... It doesn't screw you over financially, though, and yeah.
And after putting in all that time and effort, Jaden, do you feel happy with your situation and the benefits that you receive from SSI?
I would say I'm satisfied with my benefits. My situation is alright, except one thing. If you're on disability for more than a couple of years, you will be put on Medicare, and it's hard to get help with certain things with Medicare. But I'd say it's worth it, so you can stay on your feet until you feel ready to go back to work.
And lastly, what advice would you give to someone else who's maybe considering it or feels pressured into applying for it or has really struggled to hold a job? Any kind of tips or tricks or things that you would say to them?
And my advice is go for it if you really can't handle keeping a job and the stress gets to you. Just to help you stay on your feet until you're stable and feel completely ready to go back to work, or at least 90% ready to go back to work. Like, I just started a new job. It's a little stressful, but now I can handle it compared to where I was a couple years ago. Wait, it's been more than a couple years. It's been like 3 or 4 years since I've been on disability. But back then, I could not handle working at all. I could only keep a job for maybe a few months or a couple weeks even. and it's worth it to go on disability for a little while and until you feel you're ready to go back in the job world. And it's not really affected by school, really. I don't think my benefits weren't affected when I went to school temporarily, but it could have changed by now. So look into the Social Security website and see what the stipulations are in case I didn't cover something. I'm just covering what I know and my experience in this video. And yeah. So thank you, Katie, for having me, and keep up your awesome work.
Thank you so much, Jaden, for offering up all of your advice. Like I said before, this isn't something that I do on the regular, and it's so helpful to have wonderful members of our community like Jaden who are here to share their insights and tips and tricks and things that have really helped them. So thank you again to Jaden, and I will see you all on Monday.